Hello YouTube, Voices here, and today I will be presenting you a guide to Space Pirates for TFT patch 1017 and most likely 1018 as well. It is one, if not the best, late game comp in the game right now, and I will guide you through how to play it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. You can join a Discord as well to have more guides. And yeah, I will see you on ladder. So, this is one of the most popular version of Space Pirates. Just because it has a lot of synergies, a lot of damage, etc. But you need to be able to get to that point, which is a big problem for this composition actually. So let me get you through it, because the key to get top 1 with this comp is actually not the late game, but the early game. Let me show you a good thing to start. First carousel, you need to go rod. That's a first. You need to go rod, and an idea early game can be something like this. If you can find a Jace, you have 2 Space Pirates. Otherwise, you can go maybe 2 Vanguards, etc. Hopefully you can find the Rumble as well, so he gets Demissionist. Demissionist early game is really good. If you can find it, put it. The key is to have a really strong early game. The first item that you need for this comp is Guardian Angel. This is a must item. If you do not have a Guardian Angel, you cannot go Space Pirate. Just pivot to something else. You need Guardian Angel. If your GP doesn't cast, you'll just lose the fight on the spot. So you need GA to ensure that he is casting. Then you can go something like Rabadon or even Drew Gauntlet, just to maximize the damage of the GP. Anything that you can do on your game is fine. I would prioritize the GA ASAP if you can. Once you have something like this, the best transition you can go to is having a Graves to get the 2 Space Red and additional gold. And after that, the best mid game that you can do is go for 4 Vanguards. So you can go Mordekaiser, Nautilus, and if you do find it, the Wukong. Right here. There you go. This is really good. Another thing to pay attention is Darius. If you do get the Darius early, you're gonna itemize him instead and just find him again at level 8 or level 9. This should be your carry in the early game. If you have a GA already and part of Rabadon or Drew Gauntlet, Darius is gonna carry you the mid game. Be careful because he is a Space Pirate, so you're gonna need to transfer the items to the GP later, which means that you need more Darius on your bench to be able to pivot. This is a really strong mid game. This should get you really easily to level 8, where you can start rolling for your upgrades. So at level 8, this is when you should consider dropping 4 Vanguards. And you need to look at your lobby, because sometimes you're going to need Mystic. You don't need the Orient Soul and Jinx combo with the 3 eyeballs. You have more than enough damage with the GP, the Jace, the Darius to execute. You have more than enough damage. I know that the synergies are nice, but you don't need more damage, trust me. You just need to make your GP ult and Darius and Jace to finish the job. That's it. So once you find your GP1, by the way, you just go in, you roll at 8, and you just go in, you transfer those items here, and you just need to make sure now that is ulting. And that's it. The Ziggs goes out, you don't need 3 Demolitionist. What I like to do here, depending on lobby, you can add Mystic with Soraka and Karma. I like the totem on the GP just to make sure it ults. Again, this is all about that casting once. Usually just casting once will clean most of the entire opponent's team, and the rest of your Space Harriers, of your Vanguards are gonna finish it. So that's all you need. If you have any mana items, you can put it on the Soraka, something like Shojin and Hurricane, something like that would work. But that is it. That's all you need. You can put a Trash at level 9 to add the Chrono synergy with the Wukong, and then pull in even more units from the bench. And this right here is the most consistent comp in the late game. You should be able to win almost every single fight with this comp right here. The only way to actually not kill every unit is if your opponent is playing Vanguard Mystics with 4 Mystics. And in that case, you will need to ult probably twice to win the fight. But this is the comp right here. You have it. You can play it with the Rebels, Ziggs, Jinx, and Orient Sword. Personally, I don't like it because GP is doing all your damage anyway. You don't need more damage. I would rather just add Mystic. Something else that you can do in this comp is I deleted Darius. Oops. Is go for the mech. Like this. And so in that case, it's the same item on the GP, right? You're not gonna change anything else. You can move the Darius and the mech as needed. You just put all the tanky items that you can on the mech. I still really like Titan's Resolve is still the best. Even for the 25 stacks, it's still increasing his MR, his armor, still really good item. If you have it, Quicksilver for the Zephyr anti-take, maybe something like End of Justice as well. But if you do go mech, but you know that you want your GP carry with 4 Space Pirates, you need to prioritize your GP items. E is going to be your carry. Okay, so you need the GA and you need either or both Rabadon and Drew Gauntlet to make it work. Also, another crazy big that you can do, if you can, is this one. Because creating GP ult is actually insane damage. Okay, so and here is still 4 Space Turrets. You have the mech, you have Mystic, you can still tempo either the mech or the GP, and you should be able to win the fight. Again, the priority for this comp is the early game. If you can have a great early to mid game with the 4 Vanguards and a great carry like Darius or Jace, even Ziggs if you have all the items on him, with the Rabadon or Drew Gauntlet, anything like that can carry you through the early mid game. Go fast 8. If you need some upgrades, you roll at 8. If you're strong enough, you go to 9 to prioritize fighting GP2. Once you find GP2 with all those items, you should be able to just win the game. Something to notice about is I like, because you're gonna get a lot of items, I usually like putting the items either on the mech or Jace and Darius because those are your other carries. If you do not play mech, I would put it on the Jace and Darius only instead. any tier item, you just put it on the 2 mystics. And that is it for the guide. There is not much to say. Really insane comp in a late game. The only problem is getting there. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments or on my Discord. I will gladly answer you. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.